Tonight, MP may affirm his legacy as one of the most prolific bucket getters in NBA history. Will he set a new single-season scoring record in this game? We'll find out. All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Edwards.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
The starters for Utah. We've got George, Josh Giddey out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Hendricks in at the four-man position. And for the Timberwolves, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot. The season winding down here, Grant. Playoff seedings of the utmost importance.
You know, B.A., you especially see the bubble teams giving that extra effort now. It's all hands on deck. Very little room for error. And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now here's Sexton. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Now, this is a reliable aspect of Paul George's game. That in-between jumper is pure.
Left side, Edwards. Drops in the layup for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Giddey, rebounded by the Timberwolves. And they are the winners of 24 consecutive games, which ties the record set by those dominant Warriors teams back in 2016.
What's striking to me about this incredible streak is that in the course of a season, you might have an injury, you might have a bad shooting night, maybe your defensive game plan wasn't strong at the outset, and yet they grind night after night, come up with different ways to win. The commitment it takes to be on this kind of run is something else.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And it's Giddey missing.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And it's Mitchell, that time on the assist from Randle. Mitchell's got 5 points.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Utah with a change here, too. George, he's checked in for Hendricks. Pass to Randle. And out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, Take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Kings, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at Minnesota, they fulfilled expectations plus some. They're flying high down the stretch, looking nearly invincible.
Back to George. Outside Sexton. Can they get it? Utah with another miss. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The three from Mitchell. Drains the triple. Give him 8 points now.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside Giddey. Beyond the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Pass to Edwards. The three ball. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Jazz trail by 11. Outside Sexton. 1:10 left to play in the first. George with it. George, right side. Over Randall. It's Giddey on the wing. The three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Fast break, Minnesota.
What?
Here's Dillingham. He's scoreless. Pass to Mitchell. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected in on a string.
You're pushing the pace. Giddey using some speed to get his shot.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The three from Mitchell. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Randall against George. Pass to Sexton. It's George on the wing. 17 points in his last outing. And it's Giddey missing. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game. It's for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Daniels. Edwards comes in for Schroeder, and Mitchell subbed in for DiVincenzo. Jazz trail by 5. Mitchell out there with Dillingham. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Minot in at the power forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And that one's good. Giddey.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
From deep, Mitchell nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, B.A. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. Let me tell you this, their fan base is loud. L-O-U-D.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Captain Klutz in their last game against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He finished with 60 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry the NBA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And George with the jam.
Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
Mitchell, the pass to Reed. And here's Edwards. Outside Mitchell. Let's go with a three. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. Edwards got 8.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Reed. Mitchell, a screen on Kessler. Reed can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Clarkson passes to George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
A different look here for Utah. Hendricks comes in for Sensabaugh, and it's Colin Sexton in for Clarkson. The Timberwolves lead by 8. From deep, Mitchell. That's no good. He's 8 for 11. Utah has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Here's Hendricks. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. The three from Mitchell hits the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 24.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Giddey, and he knocks down the 10-footer.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
He does exactly how to end the half on a high note, tacking 3 points onto this lead at the horn. The mood in each of those locker rooms will be very different.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And the 3-ball has been huge in building this lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
When players look ahead, how much are they circling particular games on the calendar?
Well, I don't think this generation of players still.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
What are you praying?
Just about ready for the second half
How do you
here.
get
A big
access?
comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Mark.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took
You let me
pride
finish
in my
what?
overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. We've got Colin Sexton, also Josh Giddey out there, Walker Kessler out there with Paul George, and it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. Pass to Kessler. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night, and he makes a first. Both shots good from the stripe.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move to her.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
Connects from downtown. Hendricks has got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, Walker Kessler showing you his passing ability. Nicely done.
Here's Mitchell. Banked it in off the glass.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. George is checked in. Count it.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
The Timberwolves lead by 12. McDaniels finds Randall. And it's Mitchell, that time on the assist by Randall. Mitchell's got 38 points.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's George. No good there. Good work defensively by Mitchell.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's McDaniels. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Paul George.
Jason McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job drawing contact.
And both free throws good for McDaniels. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
George passes to Kessler. Just 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Tipped. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And Minnesota with some changes. Yep. Minnesota leading by 13. We've got Mitchell. He's out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Minot in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Clarkson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
The 3 from Mitchell hits the trifecta. Mitchell's got 41.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
George against Mitchell. Now here's George. Uses the glass on the layup.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
I did not touch it.
George against Mitchell. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Clark. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
George outside. And here's Clarkson. Over Dillingham. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
The 3 from Mitchell. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
George against Mitchell. Here's Klein. Clark grabs the board.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just 1 pass more?
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
George outside. 4-3. The Jazz again can't hit.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Timeout.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Let's check in with Allie LaForce. An injury update on Josh Giddey. What do you have, Allie?
The head athletic trainer for Utah is providing some information. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. Rotations, game plans, and minute distribution will all need to be readjusted while he's out of the lineup.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because
Stop, please.
even
Yes,
if
it's
you know
almost
what's
over.
wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Back to Mitchell. Oh, connects again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. It's George on the wing. McDaniels covering. McDaniels against George. 5 on the clock. Over McDaniels. And another miss by Utah.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
To the middle. Here's George. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And it seems like these guys are never satisfied, always hungry for more. They pushed themselves to their 66th win for the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency from Captain Clutch.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
At 6'4", guys, Keontae George brings both length and athleticism to both guard positions, and you love that on the defensive end, he can guard multiple as well.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Utah.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
Another one goes! Incredible!
And as he continues to fill it up, guys, he's nearing first place all time for points in the season.
Historically dominant. He's put them on his back all season long.
And Wilt Chamberlain scoring 4,029 points back in 1962. A whole different era. But to surpass that now would be almost inconceivable.
George, good.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
The three from Mitchell, and it's good. He hits another one. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
George outside. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one.
That one. Can't believe it. Crowd looks hype tonight. Better come with me.
Everybody stand up if you ever had your back against the wall and had to fight back. It's your anthem. My view from the top of the moon. I can see the whole world sitting in my hand. I'm asking the rules. We finna break the rules. And we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep. I gotta stand tall. That's what the leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up. Crank up the heat and they finna burn up. Turn on, I'm coming, I'm here. Tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again. They see me right here. She ain't just on no film. I know that I'm built to a cool. For what God want me to do. When I do, it don't know where I'm going. I hate the struggle, but it made me hard.
Where's the... I'm having one, I can't have two. Where's the controller charger?
I said I'll get it.
I could use this one. Yes.
Hello?
It's charging? It's not charging.
Is it lighting up?
Uh-huh.
If it's not lighting up, it's not charging. What do you want for dinner? Do you want KFC tonight?
Okay.
Please eat something. You don't blow it up. Just leave it there. Use this as your plate. So Dad called what time?
What?
Two. Grandma was going in like 30 minutes. It was 2:15. Okay. So 3, which is noon. All right, so by 5 o'clock we should know how grandma is or not. I need to call the HVAC people.
Let me check my Gmail, see if I got this.
I can check.
You don't know my Gmail.
I do.
You don't have access to my FA Gmail.
But I am a parent of you, so I probably would have been communicated to you as well. Call them for 5 minutes.
How long?
An hour and then
I have another half-hour call. Feeling all right? Is there anything bothering you? What do you think you want for dinner so I can
I don't care.
How about having an opinion?
I don't know.
You want to take this? You going to finish that?
Are you going to work tomorrow?
I'm working. I'm working right now. I don't know yet. We got to figure out. Our building's on backup generator right now because there's no power at the office.
Why?
Power went out. We're lucky we have power, otherwise we'd be freezing our asses off. Where are you going? What?
I don't know.
Then why are you rolling around? Do you know how much sports marketing people make?
Like 100, like 200, I don't know. I think. Why?
That versus digital media. I'm assuming digital media pays more. I'm not sure. But it might be even harder to crack into. What does SAT test line mean?
Means you don't have to submit your test scores. So it means test optional.
You think you can get into SDSU?
Easy.
Easy, really?
Yes.
Okay, that's not a bad one.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You have some marketing?
It's pretty bad. I don't know.
What's that?
SDSU, it's not a good school.
Did you go to a Florida school?
Maybe.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, so should I cancel the Duke visit?
No.
It's nowhere on your list. I don't care. I'm not taking it personally, huh? But
I forgot to include that.
I like the research. Did you do this, or is it AI?
Yeah, I can do that. I did it.
What is the little doohickeys? You found those?
Yes.
That's very thoughtful. But I'm surprised. I'm wondering if you should go back for your senior year and finish in California, if that gives you a leg up to get into some of the California schools. Okay, I don't know. National test prep. So Princeton review is your preference, not the advantage testing. Okay. Okay. So Princeton review, a mix of college, Florida, and Texas, and New York schools. You want to go on some visits. What's the difference between spring break and maybe drink a little bit of water? spring break and junior year spring? What's the difference? We should bundle things. Like if we're in Florida, don't do 2 separate trips to Florida to go to University of Florida, Florida State, and then come back on another trip to Miami. NYU, we could just take the train in. San Diego State or USC or anything.
Well, yeah, but we got
Yeah, you could do that. If you have spring break, you have the week off.
When is spring break?
I have no idea. That's why I was asking you.
Is it coming up or no?
It's not right now. What is this? 2 weeks old?
I think spring break.
Look, if you can get into USC, you've got USC or UCLA or any of those, that would be amazing. That would be awesome. But what you listed was a lot of reach schools. Are you basing the reach because of your SAT score?
Yeah.
Okay. How quickly should we start Princeton review?
I think maybe like a couple weeks or something. I don't know.
You know, can you look up when? Hold on, I didn't say play. Nope. Look up here locally, it starts, and then you can sign up. The computer's right there, it starts. These fancy chocolates? Huh? No? Don't go off-roading. Search up Princeton Review, in person, near Roslyn. Okay. Yes, and then actually it's right here, close to the first stage.
One inside, actually.
What?
One inside.
Look up Manhattan. What else should you do? You had coffee, right? Right?
Yeah. There's red and you start to that over. That sounds good. Could I please play now? It's 3:30.
Play Tillamook call.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. It's the final game of the regular season, Greg. It's time to look ahead for most teams.
And for some, that's looking towards the playoffs, right? Others, it's looking to the offseason, but don't look too far down the road just yet. We've got a game to play.
W.
Now, here's Holmes. Back to Jones. Reed with the rebound.
Nobody.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Naz Reid. And it's Mitchell in at the one spot.
A developing part of McDaniel's game that could elevate him to the next level.
For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Like everyone else, MP is focused on his big matchup against Nikola Jokic. He knows the MVP race could be altered with this game. I asked him about Jokic, and he told me the Joker is special. His BBIQ is off the charts. It's Einstein level. He's thinking 3, 4, maybe 5 moves ahead. High praise from his fellow MVP candidate. Guys?
Well said. That is high praise indeed. Those two both play, David, high-level basketball, and it is fun to watch. Now Jones, after the missed 3 from Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Jones, no luck. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin.
He got it again. Sensational.
And this is all you need to know about the year he's having.
Coming up on the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches it.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Here's Jones, and there's another one for the Nuggets. Here's Mitchell, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Randall finds Mitchell. Got that one up quick. And that's now 6 points for Captain Clutch.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Jones, the pass to Coffey. Screen by Jones. Pass to Brown. Lets the three fly. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Holmes.
Well, it's a work in progress from outside the arc. Good to see Jones knocking it down there.
Edwards passes to Mitchell. This one for three. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got 9.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. The team's shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, the athleticism Edwards has is off the charts. He makes those alley-oop catches look effortless.
Pass to Coffey. 1:53 left here in the first quarter. Jokic a screen. Goes back up. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Minnesota in the lead. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. The Nuggets trail by 10. Dario Saric is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Coffey in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
DiVincenzo kicks to Mitchell. Hits the three-point bomb. Mitchell's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Strother trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hi, guys. Well, they call him Captain Clutch. And in the last game against Milwaukee, he was outstanding. He finished with 64 points and was reliable as ever from distance. The level he played at in that one was incredible. He always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
To the middle, here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Out left to the wing. Strother, no good. Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Dillingham. He gets that one. Dillingham's got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Strother, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Nugget shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Pass to Watson. Saric outside. Here's Crawford. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Saric. Mitchell's shot is good.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. It's been quite a game for Captain Clutch.
It's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Minnesota making a switch here. Here's Brown. He has yet to score. Here's Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first. Defensively, you have to be careful about fouling Jones. He's a high percentage free throw shooter.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 15-3 run. Randall dishes to Mitchell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so here's Denver. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
For 3, Mitchell drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 27 points.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
They love to run. At times, it looks like a layup line. They can hit the 3, but tough matchup for your transition D.
Okay, so now let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
Uh-oh, there's a duel at the point guard position, really testing each other's ability to run things. Cerebral battle.
You see, in basketball, Ernie, point guard is like chess.
And that is it for half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Captain Clutch having a dominant impact in this game.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. Ray, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted. There's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report.
Former second-round pick, Jones has worked hard to carve out a role in this league, and he continues to look to improve.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 7th assist in the game.
Bless you.
Jones against Mitchell. And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Denver calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Minnesota on D. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea.
The Nuggets trail by 14, and it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That will be foul number 5. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Brown in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
To the inside. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Edward. 34 points for Captain Clutch.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Jones the pass to Jokic. Back to Jones. A rebound by the Timberwolves. On the wing, Mitchell. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jones the pass to Jokic. Jones in the post. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
I know Jones would love to score like this every night. He always has that intensity.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. And the rejection by Holmes. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. .152 left in the 4th. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got 43 points.
Well, good recognition there from Reed to realize that his best decision was to move the ball.
Jokic kicks to Holmes. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster. So all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books
as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Captain Clutch.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's good.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now, man.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Good teams win games like these.
Feeling you, MP.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
What's up, bro?
And it's all happening in Minnesota from the Target Center in Minneapolis. The Nets taking on the Timberwolves. For the Brooklyn Nets, losing 7 out of their last 10 games has left a bad taste in their mouths. But tonight represents a new beginning, and they want a taste of victory once again. T-Wolves, Nets, just... Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate? Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Graham. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Luke Kennard out there with Mitchell. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Clowney in at the 4 slot. Mitchell, the pass to Edwards. Back to Mitchell. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
McDaniels against Thomas. Here's Clowney. And a miss there on the triple. Down low. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Mitchell.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
Pass to Clowney. Lets the 3 fly. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 from downtown to halt the run. And that one's good. Mitchell.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Thomas. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Yep, count it.
I just love the ball.
And Brooklyn with possession here, trailing by 10. Here's Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Brooklyn shooting their first foul shots of the night. So the Nets making a switch here. Sissoko's checked in. Both free throws good from Mitchell.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. You look at Minnesota, they have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon.
You know, for Minnesota, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And the Nets miss again.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often. Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Thomas. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Thomas against McDaniels. McDaniels with some nice D.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting him with all of these misses.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to review the game. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Outside Johnson. Out left to the wing. Pass to White. Back to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. Johnson's got 6 points.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
On the floor for Brooklyn. They've got Johnson, and it's Bassey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Mitchell. This one for 3. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. Nets trail by 17. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Captain Clutch in their last game against the Nuggets put on a show. He scored 53 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Minot. Here's Dillingham. Here's Mitchell. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Mitchell's got 20 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Here's Clowney. Buries it from 3. Clowney's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Really left him alone that time.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Pass to Whitehead. Over Dillingham. Off target with a jump hook. Minnesota leading by 22. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Timeout called, Brooklyn. And Minnesota with some changes. Reed's checked in for Minot. Julius Randle comes in for Clark. And McDaniels is subbed in for Edwards. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Bassey. Thomas comes in for White. Kennard, he's checked in for Whitehead. And Mitchell subbed in for Johnson. Pass to Thomas. The 3 from Mitchell. Mitchell grabs a miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
It's McDaniels on the wing. 3-pointer. And it's Mitchell, the miss. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. And Mitchell with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
To make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Mitchell against Mitchell. Pass to Clowney. Now Kennard. 14 feet away. Jump shot is good that time. Kennard's got his first points of the game.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Fires in the triple.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the 3-point shot.
The Nets shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Thomas outside. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Outside Mitchell. That'll count. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
He just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
They're going to the arc, drilling shots, making it look simple, even by today's standards.
Yeah, you'd think a defense. And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
You look at the Timberwolves, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's about...
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And so it's Minnesota firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be back in a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your clips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And look who had that answer ready. Thomas responds with one of his own.
Here's Mitchell. Clowney pulls it in.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Here's Kennard. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Mitchell. Takes it inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got 37.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Kennard finds Mitchell. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Kennard. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Thomas outside. Pass to Clowney. Thomas up top. Mitchell with the ball. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Thomas passes to Mitchell. Now Claxton. Back to Mitchell. Will it go? McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 4th rebound in this one.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute. 1 of 5 from the field. Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Mitchell. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the 3rd. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell. Whitehead, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Mitchell. There's a minute 54 left in the 3rd quarter. Nice shot by Kennard.
Nice little draw up there from the inbounds play to get them an easy bucket.
Here's Mitchell. And the basket is good. Mitchell's got 15 points here in the second half.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Poke loose. Here we go, all alone. Finished off the break. Mitchell's got 49 in the game.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And they stop the action here. They're using their Konchar's checked in. Massey, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Sissoko comes in for Clowney.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
From deep, Mitchell. Bassey pulls it in. For Brooklyn, they've gone cold here in this 3rd quarter. Just 3 of 9. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Kennard. Drops in the 3. Kennard's got 9.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. but I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Here's Mitchell. The rebound by the Nets. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Johnson passes to Bassey. Now here's Kennard. Outside Johnson. Pass to Sissoko. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Bassey can't get it to go. And here's Mitchell. Non-stop scoring machine right here. And yes, another basket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. It'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision.
He's checked in for Brooklyn. Bassey, the pass to Sissoko. Outside Johnson, pass to Thomas. Well, Richard, one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
On the floor for Brooklyn, they've got Johnson, and it's Bassey in at the 5, roaming the paint.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight. Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Schroeder, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a change for the Nets. Thomas is checked in. Bassey, the pass to Sissoko. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And even when you've got some room for error, you hate to see this. Miscommunication resulting in the turnover.
So the Nets making a switch here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Bassey. Clowney comes in for Sissoko. Kennard, he's checked in for White. And Mitchell subbed in for Johnson. Kennard outside. Pass to Mitchell from behind the arc. Minot pulls it in. Minot's got 4 rebounds now.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And out of bounds, the Nets will take it.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Kennard outside. Takes the 3. Man, that one's good. Mitchell for 3.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Schroeder passes to Mitchell. Here's Minot. He's guarded by Claxton. From deep, Mitchell sinks it from distance. Mitchell's got 58.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And Mitchell with the slam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. From deep, Mitchell. Brooklyn pulls it in. Clowney's got 4 rebounds now. Mitchell finds Kennard. Claxton with it. Pass to Thomas. Fires from deep. Offensive board. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72-win marker, and they keep going.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Captain Clutch.
Steals are almost a forgotten stat. We don't talk about them a ton, but he's been huge in that category.
Pass to Dillingham. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Hits yet again. Wow!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's Minnesota now. Outside Mitchell. The 3 is up. And again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Now here's Mitchell. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here.
Is out courtesy of Shams. MP is your new regular season MVP. I tried to tell you guys, but you wouldn't listen. MP is by far the best player in the NBA.
I have been saying MP is the MVP for as long as you have.
Lies.
No, actually, I do think Russ brought it up before you.
Shut it, Toby.
What? I'm defending you.
I don't need your help, Toby. It makes me look weak.
Russ, there is nothing wrong with being weak. In fact, as the great poet John Donne once said, no man is an island. Every man is a piece unto himself.
Right.
Part of the continent. A part of the main.
I was going to say, how often...
Says the man who can't bench his own body weight.
Okay, you know what? I told you that in confidence, and I am working on it. Okay?
Not that hard, obviously.
Okay, so...
You know what? I'm not doing poetry
Is
for you
that a
anymore.
PCS thing?
Okay?
No, but we love the
Sad.
poetry,
Nope.
Toby.
No more.
Okay.
You guys mind if I say something, since this is my show and all?
Floor is all yours, buddy.
Thank you so much. Toby, you are my sister's husband, and I love you. But if you ever mention poetry again on this show, on my show, much less misquote poetry, I will not only fire you, but I will make sure that you never work in this industry again. Are we clear?
You wouldn't do that,
Oh,
first
don't
of all.
push me, Toby. And Russ, you may have seen the light eventually, but I was the only one beating the MP is MVP drum since the second this season started.
Okay, I think that's a little premature
Yeah, see,
to make
I
that
called
call,
it first,
don't you?
and you doubted me.
Whatever, man, you can have this.
Thank you. And I'd like to close.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
So do you guys... Can you guys, summarize your contract?
This is it. the playoffs. Time to turn it up. Season starts now.
We gotta get out of this crazy loop.
Playoff time. Wipe those records clean.
New stars emerge to inject a youthful exuberance. The Minnesota Timberwolves enter the postseason with the best record in the conference. But now, the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Phoenix Suns? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's Mitchell in at the point. Take a look at the Timberwolves. Greg, we know the confidence around this organization is extremely high. They feel like this is their series to lose.
And you know, they have an edge playing at home. They also probably have an edge in talent level. But I'll tell you what, any number of things can shift momentum in a series. You need to try and make quick work of this one and get to the second round.
Truly survive and advances. And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, MP has now reached the playoffs in back-to-back years. Before the game, he told me, we go to the gym outside practice, watch film, grab meals. We're really bonding. Those relationships may lead to deep runs runs in the postseason. Kevin?
I'm sure he's open for that. Chemistry under pressure can make a big difference. David, thanks. And at this stage of the postseason, having an explosive scorer like MP, well, Greg, that's priceless.
Yeah, coming into the playoffs, Kevin, with the NBA's points per game leader, gives that team a ton of confidence. Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
And here is KD, following the 3 moments ago from Mitchell. Here's Booker, driving in, and the dunk by Booker.
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Mitchell passes to Edwards. On the wing, Mitchell, defended by Richards. And another 3 for Minnesota. Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Durant, this is the Booker. Off target from 3-point range.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Down low. Here's Mitchell. And good. And he takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Mitchell's got 11.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
No good from Booker. Timberwolves leading by 5. Mitchell's shot is good. And it's 13 points for Captain Clutch.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And this coaching staff in love with Booker's ability to create his own shot. It's a part of this game that's come a long way. Ooh. Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Launches from deep. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points run up from outside here in the first.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And Booker kicks to KD. Dunn looking over the floor for 3. And there's Booker on the assist from Dunn. He's got 10.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes from it. For Minnesota. Einod's checked in, and it's Mitchell in for Dante DiVincenzo. Donnie's checked in for the Suns. Here's Mitchell. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
So at Durant sitting on the bench. This is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. The wing pair we'll be seeing is B.O. and Allen. Then there's Elfrid Payton. Then there's Dunn. And it's Iguodala in at the 5.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
Bangs on the trifecta. And it's now 22 points for Captain Clutch.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, guys. Well, they call him Captain Clutch. And in the last game against Memphis was dominant. He finished with 70 points. And to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. And those are big numbers he put up. Hard to match. but he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Outside Beal. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Count that one. Payton's got 4 this quarter.
Well, I think the postgame of Payton catches defenders off guard. I mean, he's got a lot of moves down there.
Mitchell passes to Reed. Payton against Mitchell. It's hauled in by Dunn.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near them. They were all over.
Phoenix shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Free throw, no good for Beal.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. KD's checked in for Allen. And it's Booker in for Elfrid Payton. And the Suns making a change here. Allen's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Suns moving the ball around. Booker hammers it down.
And getting physical with his play. Booker just attacking the hoop.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Dunn dishes to Allen. Outside Durant, there's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Good on the triple. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And a deep 3 from Booker. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Nick Richards. He's checked in for the Suns. Bradley Beal comes in for Grayson Allen. 26 seconds left to play in the first half. Mitchell's shot is good.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
There's Beal with the 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And here is Mitchell. He has 29. From outside the arc, hits it from 3-point range. Mitchell's got 32 points in the game. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And thank you for joining us.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you...
And we're ready ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Captain Clutch having a dominant impact in this game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Timberwolves leading by 7. To the paint. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Booker. And Randall throws it down.
Just another way Randall can beat you. Good hands for the catch and finish at the rim.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Beyond the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Now here's Durant. Still yet to score. Pass to Dunn. Outside Beal from past the arc. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And finished off by McDaniel.
The ball goes up and McDaniel sends it down. Perfect timing on the lob.
Beal taking his time here. 90 seconds now into the second half. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Edwards.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Mitchell outside. Fires the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 35.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And they get one now. 1 of 5 here in the third.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Now here's Gobert. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
Count that bucket. Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Done outside. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element.
That's a full package to you.
Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Beal after the basket by Minnesota. Inside, a great 1-2 punch, beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, and no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Gobert, and it's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Booker. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Now, Kevin Durant. Sir Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Three-pointer. No good from Booker.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Suns trail by 15. Booker out of a cannon. And the dunk by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive. And that's just...
Acquiesced.
Changes for Phoenix. Douglas checked in for Beal, and it's Payton in for Booker. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Allen is out there with Elfrid Payton. Then it's Nick Richards. Then there's Dunn, and it's Durant, and at the four-man position.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Payton. Cans the 12-footer.
Boy, it's good to see Payton work on that mid-range jumper. He's put in a lot of time to make that a consistent part of his game.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 44.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Suns trail by 20. Payton up top. Covered by Mitchell. No good from Payton.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Buries it from three-point range.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Are you done?
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here on the fourth. And here's Booker from the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. The shot's good. Mitchell's got 49 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And Beal kicks to Dunn. Back to Beal. They need this. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And that's going to be a travel. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Conchar comes in for Julius Randle. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. It's Durant on the wing. Conchar covering. Pass to Beal. Clock at 6. Conchar pulls it in. Minnesota's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Timberwolves.
Look at the number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Captain Clutch.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Pass to Dillingham. Mitchell outside. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. The 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. Now here's Beal. Tee right on him. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum.
Is that all accurate? So it's not a full team, but I'm expecting we keep getting warnings from our temperature keeps setting thermostat, excuse me, is like sending us, like you can tell it's being balanced, things not quite right. And then every now and then it means that the temperature comes off the heaters on. And we are not hearing cooking warnings or whatever, but like it's saying sensor is happen. So I don't know, but we know there's something not right because we have 3 levels and we're living to come to this thing. It's just wildly drastic, but something's not right. I mean, I was supposed to be scheduled now.
Please visit us online at the ticket booth for available tickets.
The Western Conference Finals, Game 4. The Timberwolves have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized? For their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Spurs. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
Welcome to playoff basketball. Taking a look at San Antonio, and they're looking at a quick exit from the conference finals if they can't get the job done tonight.
I mean, you're right, B.A. This game tells you a lot about a team's character. Faced with almost an impossible job, do they pack up and head home? Motivation's an issue when your back is against the wall.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And set the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's Mitchell in at point guard. Edwards. Rebounded by Kessler.
Good offense beats good defense?
Not always. Fox with the ball. Randle's in his pocket. And it's Fox missing. Reid passes to Mitchell. Fires for 3. They get it back. Puts up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's a smart pass from Jaden McDaniels. Just finds a teammate operating with a little space.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Mitchell. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Mitchell's got 5.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Sohan, the pass to Fox. San Antonio again can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. It's Edwards on the wing. Fox against Mitchell. Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game. And he drops the first. Both free throws good for Mitchell. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Castle. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Yep, that one's good.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Fox for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And how about this team so far in the playoffs? They've won a staggering 11 games in a row, and there seems to be no end in sight.
Yeah, can they keep this going is the question, right? I mean, so far they have been dominant in this postseason. They are a buzzsaw that no team wants to go up against right now.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. To the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Fox. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Fox gets the defender with the oldest trick in the book, using the pump fake to get a trip to the free throw line.
Here's Minnesota. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace from deep. Mitchell. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Sohan. Back to Fox. For 3. He drops it from range. Fox has got 5.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Knocks down the triple.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
To the paint. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And he lobs it up top. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
Now here's Fox. 5 points in the game. Pass to Castle. Launches it. The shot by Sohan, no good.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Captain Clutch in their last game against the Spurs made a really big difference. He finished with 51 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And a new group. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Fox. Here's Castle. From downtown. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. They've got Max Strus. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle. Then there's Luke Cornett. And it's Johnson in at power forward. That's the San Antonio 5. No one covering. Mitchell's got 24.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The teardrop. Got it.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Minnesota leading by 12. Launches a 3. And it's Cornett with a rebound. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
From deep, Mitchell. The shot won't fall. The Spurs have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second.
I'll tell you, you can't put your head down after a tough first quarter. You've got to keep fighting, and now he's starting to roll.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Mitchell with the ball, working on Cornette. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nice finish from Naz Reid. That's the kind of play that can give your team a spark.
Spurs trail by 12. To the inside, Fox. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Counted from distance. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Johnson. Knocked away. DiVincenzo with the steal. Here's Mitchell. Finished off the break. Mitchell's got 32 points in the game.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Fox against Mitchell to stop the run. And it's Fox missing. Minnesota leading by 18. And it's Mitchell, that time on the assist from Randall. Mitchell's got 34.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period, 2 here in the second.
Back to Mitchell. From outside the arc. Pure from three-point range. 37 points for him.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Outside Johnson. Here's Fox. Reed with the rebound. Outside Mitchell. The three is up. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And so it's Minnesota with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the three-point shot. The defense is scrapped.
Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. They're watching this series slip through their fingers. The first half, not the effort they were hoping for.
Oh, it's not looking great, but you can't give up. I mean, you never know.
Ball till you fall. If it's me, I'm not quitting. You got to carry me out, Kenny.
Better bring a forklift.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. On the court for Minnesota. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. Here's Castle. Fox finds Wembanyama out to the right wing.
We're just jumping. Sorry.
Sohan outside. Back to Wembanyama. And the throw by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guy shouldn't be able to move like this.
Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 9.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Fox for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Fox. And he banks in the layup. Fox has got 19 points.
Right there, Fox using his length to do damage inside.
Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Outside Wembanyama. Inside. And Fox powers it home.
Yeah, Fox is going off. I mean, he's gotten the ball on offense, and he's been relentless.
Stolen by Wembanyama. On the take. Jacks up a 3. Fox can't get that one to fall.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
The 3 from Mitchell. Rebound by San Antonio.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And there's the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Some of the most impressive shooters in the game. Here are the guys who have been hitting with consistency from outside the arc. Minnesota is shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw is good for Mitchell. Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Spurs have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Castle misses. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Mitchell, good.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in the zone all night.
San Antonio has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Three-pointer, Fox. Knocks down the long J. Fox has got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, hats off to Fox. He really has upgraded that three-point stroke.
To the inside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Three-pointer, Fox. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
The 3 from Mitchell. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Fox outside. Fires the 3. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Now here's Johnson. No points yet. Back to Fox from the arc. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, keep your head up. Look for an opportunity to facilitate Julius Randle the delivery.
Here's Fox. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Down low. And it's Mitchell, the miss. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Fox, that's good.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Mitchell, the pass to Randall. Back to Mitchell. Hook it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 5 assists tonight.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Wembanyama gets rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Mitchell finds Reed. And he makes it on the layup. Reed's gotten his second bucket.
Boy, Naz Reed able to concentrate and finish despite incredible defense.
Here's Fox. Off with the layup. It's tipped. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair.
Horsepower onto the team to help us.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection.
He's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mitchell comes in for DiVincenzo. They've got Luke Cornett. Max Strus is out there with Johnson. Then there's Castle, and it's Branham in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Some room here for Schroeder. Connects on the foul line jumper. Schroeder's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And the Spurs making a change here. Sohan's checked in. Here's Castle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Up top, Schroeder. Rebound by San Antonio.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer. Dillingham with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 20. Mitchell with the ball. Here's Dillingham. The three. Knocks it down from distance.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
For San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Johnson, and De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Branham. Sohan outside. 11 feet out. He can't get that one to fall. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. And here's Schroeder. Back to Mitchell. From deep. And another three from Minnesota.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
How does someone orchestrate?
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Fox. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. It's good.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Sohan, pass to Fox, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
There aren't many feelings like this in sports. Knowing you've earned a trip to the NBA Finals, a special moment for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A. just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
Boy, what an impressive showing from them here in these conference finals. Right from the jump, they look like the more dominant and confident team, and they just steamrolled their way to a sweep in this one.
And there was never any doubt who the best team in this series was. They didn't just beat their opponent, they decimated them, not even allowing them to win one game in this series. They have to feel good about themselves heading into the NBA Finals.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night, Captain Clutch.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Wembanyama down low. He's against Gobert. Fox outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Now Mitchell.
Perfect. Perfect. That was the idea.
And count it.
He's the leading scorer tonight, being aggressive, and so far, no one's found a way to slow him down.
And so the Minnesota Timberwolves take the series and are moving on.
Well, the West was no joke. It has always been a battle, and this team made it all the way through, able to survive the gauntlet, make the plays when it mattered most, and they arrive at their destination thus far.
And their reward for surviving the West, a trip to the NBA Finals.
Now, this is a team that has their sights set on bigger hardware. And even though they'll face a tough test out of the East, they want to be the ones to hoist that Larry O'Brien.
Well, they've proven they've got the skill. Gonna be.
Yeah.
Now that's how you take care of business out there, MP. Boom! That is how you dominate a series. On to the next one.
Okay. Anyway, I didn't mean to open Pandora's box, but I just kind of highlighted some things that like concur is world no. It's not concur. It's whatever we trained it to do or whatever. So it's a level of complexity again. So it's simplification, whatever. But if there's a cheaper solution, I don't give a flip. I mean, if it's easy to use, it's pretty straightforward. I think we can flex and do all that. So not complaining, just putting it out there to share the experience. You know, and I roll with the punches, but it's just getting a bit annoying. It's going to be another stuff. So anyway, more to come on that. I'll bother the appropriate person, but it's fine. So anyway, I'll circle back to you all on this topic in general. Strawman, the dashboard thing, I'm thinking about this week. It might take us a little bit of time to kind of get it in place and get a little bit separately the
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals. And with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the New York Knicks? This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
We're on the verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can pull it off. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline. You look at the Timberwolves. This team has the ability to break their will, overwhelm opponents up 3-0 now, Greg, and looking to shut the door.
Yeah, I don't know the scouting.
Good chance they hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy tonight. Unstoppable thus far in this series. All the wind is at their backs now. It would literally take a miracle to stop them.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Nice read out there with Randall. And Christian in at the point guard. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Anunoby passes to Bridges. Here's Brunson off on the layup.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's New York. About a minute played so far here in the first. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Reed the pass to Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And that's exactly
a good excuse. Come on.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
They're waiting for the sun to come out to melt it. Okay. All right. Robbinsville is clear. The snow is stopped there. So the snow is stopped, well, what I can see outside my window. I don't see Russia or anything like that, but okay. So do we want to send another email out, at least for Port Washington? And you got that? Say tomorrow's optional, but the office will be open. We'll be open normal hours, Chris.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. A shot missing. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Mitchell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And that's now 10 points for Captain Clutch. For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Bridges kicks to Anunoby. Minnesota with the rebound and a phenomenal postseason journey for them, culminating here tonight with a chance to go to 16-0 in the playoffs and to win an NBA championship. Never been done before.
Yeah, wouldn't that be incredible? I mean, Kevin, the 16-1 marks of the Kobe and Shaq 2001 Laker team, and then the Warriors in 17 are the only teams to lose just once. No one has ever gone 16-0. If these guys win tonight, they'll be making history on multiple levels.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Mitchell. All alone. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Anunoby outside. Pass to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Brunson. It's hauled in by Edwards.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And stolen by Anunoby. Now here's Brunson. No good from outside. 1:12 left in the first quarter. Reed the pass to Edwards. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. A three, Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Bridges got it back down to single digits for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges out there with Anunoby. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Ball, and it's Newton in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for New York right now. Gobert the pass to Mitchell from downtown. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Anunoby finds McBride. Driving to the basket. Drops in the layup for 2. McBride's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's how you draw it up right here. A screen, shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olney. David?
Hi, guys. Well, they call him Captain Clutch. And the last game against New York was outstanding. He had 56 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Just saying.
Knicks trail by 11. Anunoby outside. Back to Ball. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Again, big guards. That helps out. And Ball using that to his advantage on the inside.
Ball against Mitchell. In the corner, Dillingham with it. 6 to shoot. Back to Mitchell. Puts up a deep 3. Newton pulls it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Dillingham with it. Back to Mitchell. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They come into this one following a really disappointing game on Friday.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
6-second difference between shot and game. Chalk up 2 there. Mitchell's got 23 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
He was very excited about seeing how
Puts up a three, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
They're efficient. They play to their strengths. That puts guys in a position to succeed.
Yeah, they take shots.
Seeing how things are shaking down. And that about wraps it up. And as the...
I hope no one reached that. I hope Lauren did.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Captain Clutch having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He is joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Mitchell in at the point.
Oh, wow. Brunson just getting sideswiped there and some strength to get through it.
Brunson down the lane. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Pass to Bridges for the three. That one doesn't drop.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
There's the steal. Thompson with it. Picked up by Edwards. And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam, too. And who can do a lot more damage to the rim than that?
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
No way.
Towns a screen on Mitchell. Here's Brunson. Shot is good off the back. Brunson's got 9.
And mixing it up down low. Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
For 3, Mitchell. And he's good on the 3 ball. Mitchell's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. Pass to Bona. Back to Brunson. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Edwards getting the close range, too.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
From deep, Brunson. Brunson with another miss.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And it's Mitchell missing.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Anunoby kicks to Brunson. New York, no good that time either.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game.
And it's like yesterday, it seemed for like 6 hours and never stopped. And then it got real heavy and stuck. And
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Down by 15. OG Anunoby is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Ball. And it's Dadier in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now. New York shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Anunoby finds ball. Here's Dadier, defended by Gobert. Shoots from the baseline and off the perimeter, and in it goes.
That's a tough distance to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
For three, Mitchell drops in the tray. Mitchell's got 34 points.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Oops. Caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Pass the ball. Shoots the three. Nailed from three-point land.
No hesitation from Lonzo on that perimeter shot.
To the middle. Here's Dillingham. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Brunson, no good.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, we're going to have some conversations here side by side. I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
Knicks trail by 20. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Bona. Anunoby outside. Just 5 on the clock. Towns a screen on Edwards. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Mitchell. The three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. With the drive. Reed with the block. Mitchell against Brunson. Mitchell's shot is good. 42 points for Captain Clutch. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great job by this team closing out. Blocking a bunch of shots and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo. That's helped them score on the fast break.
Towns a screen on it. Bridges misses.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end. They can't find a way to get the embers going.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they're going to win the title in the most emphatic way possible with a clean sweep in the finals.
And guys, once they got them down 3-0, it could taste that championship. There just was no way they were letting them off the hook. They came out with a little something extra and just made sure that we were going to see a trophy presentation here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Captain Clutch.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Anunoby, one of those star players in the league that you don't really look at the numbers to see how he impacts the game overall. It's the intangibles that make him special.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Mitchell, and he lays it straight in. Mitchell's got 48.
finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
What? No, please, Mom. Let me play more. Please.
And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there.
Please. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Concho. Pass to Bona.
Dante DiVincenzo. Timberwolves foul. Dennis Schroeder. Second personal foul.
That free throw missing.
Man, one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
Here's Minnesota. They're on a 16-7 run. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. It's rebounded by New York. Now, here's Bridges. And the Minnesota Timberwolves are your new NBA champions.
Fans, thank you for being a part of.
Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game, you've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd, but our full credit to the victors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even though they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, does not take away from the satisfaction.
And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
Introducing the world champions.
What I'll do is I will double check the flight status or whatever. You can do it at a kiosk at the airport, so.
Let's just get through the tunnel safely, huh? Yeah, of course.
Walk it out.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Get an AP. Yeah, sure.
All right. Bettina?
A year ago, you said one ring was nice, but it wouldn't mean as much without two.
Mm-hmm.
You now have the second, so what does it mean to you?
Two is a different animal. You know, you win one, your job is done. Everyone's goal is to win one, but to win two, back to back, I mean, that's next level. That's it shows that you're a complete winner.
What do you mean by complete?
Well, after you win your first title, you're the aggressor, like on offense. You're dictating things. But defending the title, it's literally defense. Everyone's coming for you every night. They're bringing their A game every night. And defense it's reacting. And reacting is a lot more exhausting than dictating. So to win it this way, we're not just two-time champs, we're two-way champs. Thank you, Bettina.
Right here.
Jonathan.
Will you right here, right now, guarantee a three-peat? Something your hero Michael Jordan accomplished twice? Or are you afraid of the attention that might bring?
Well, it sounds like you're a whole lot of fun at parties, Jonathan. Well, the only thing that I'm going to guarantee is that we're going to enjoy this one before we even start thinking about next season. And I feel like we've earned that right. You know, we've proved that we don't coast after a chip. Our hunger didn't go anywhere. It only got bigger, and 2 bites out of the apple is a lot better than 1. Am I right, John? Thank you very much, Jonathan.
MP right here, MP question.
Now that's how you take care of business out there, MP.
Yo, MP, congrats on going back-to-back. First 2 playoffs, too? Man, that's legendary. Big ups to MP on winning 2 Finals MVPs. Kid is a beast.
MP, congrats on winning that second title, man. Now what can they say? Last time wasn't no fluke, huh?
Congrats to MP on his perfect playoff run. That puts him up there with the all-time greats.
That is how you dominate a series. On to the next one.
Big ups to
MP, congrats.
All right, another season in the books. So now we got to figure out that off-season plan. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I already know what I want to work on.
Oh, yeah? Let me hear it then. Sounds good. Only thing left for you to do is put in that work.
Let's do it.
Please, Mom, please. No, why? Please. Please, please. I don't care, please. I don't really want anything.
2K Sports in our broadcast of FIBA basketball.
I don't care.
This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. And tonight, Brent, we've got the U.S. going up against Greece.
Why?
Should be a good one.
God, please. Why can't I play?
calm down. Don't lose your shit. Hey, calm down. Okay, Dad's flight got canceled again today, but he's staying there right now anyway because Grandma went into surgery. Why did you pull that off again? I'll buy replacement ones. I jimmied it back on there. So why?
I like it like this.
Then don't leave it here and squirrel it away. No, don't put it there. Hand it to me. Throw it away.
No.
Because it's broken. We're going to leave it right here so you can find it when Dad loses his shit about that. But Dad is scheduled to fly here tomorrow morning, as long as his mom is alive, whatever, tonight. Okay? So he got delayed. One other thing that will make you celebrate is your school is canceled for tomorrow. Okay?
No surprise there.
What?
No surprise there.
Okay. But definitely opening on Wednesday.
Okay, what about you?
Wednesday, I'm supposed to travel
What about
to San
you?
Diego.
What about you? Are you going to the office tomorrow?
Our office should be open, but we had an issue earlier today, so we'll see. So I may or may not. I don't know yet. Gee, thanks for the love.
I want to be alone.
What's this? So.
I want to.
Because don't be a fucking.
When is he coming home tomorrow?
I don't know exactly. I got to check his.
Like, is he going to be home in the morning?
He's been canceled a couple of times, so I don't know. I got to look it up. So he's supposed to call us when Grandma's out of surgery. She's not out yet. They said it was a 3-hour surgery. She probably went in about 3:30, so maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock here. If you want KFC, let's go get it now. There won't be very many people on the street.
I don't even know if it's open.
If I check,
I don't really want KFC.
Then what do you want?
I don't know. I don't care.
Tell me what you want.
I just want to play with Corey.
Where's Corey?
He's on right now.
Academy will be closed tomorrow, Tuesday, February 24th.
No, Lake Boston.
Campus will remain closed throughout the day so that our grounds and maintenance crews can prepare Friends for an on-time opening on Wednesday. As Tuesday was to have been a particularly busy day at Friends, we are working now to reschedule the many events postponed by the arrival of this epic storm. I hope to have that information to you.
And so it's Grease taking care of business in this one.
You could say it's only a friendly, but man, they showed a lot of heart.
Nicholas, I didn't say you could keep playing.
I don't care what I have for dinner.